This is the Connoisseurs of Pop Culture podcast with Henkka and Ville.
Welcome to the podcast that has more makers than viewers.
Okay.
My name is Ville,
and
the other guy is...
And I'm Henkka.
Yes.
And this is the
Not hardcore.
most awesome podcast ever.
Yes, not hardcore. Would it be awesome if your name would be Hardcore Henkka now?
Yes.
In
Yeah.
thing on the theaters.
I would be able to sue them and get like all the money. Because it's basically my life that they are showing in theaters.
It is. I didn't
Yes.
know that it was based on real life events.
Yes, now you know. It's actually one of my weekends last year.
Oh, which one? The summer or when was this?
Well, it was like late summer, I'd say.
Right. Can't remember. Yeah. Probably one of those long weekends then.
Yes. A lot of things happened. I don't even remember any of them, so I might need to check
But they made the movie. So you wrote it down and they made the movie, or how did it go?
No, there was
but they stole your thoughts.
No, there was just like these guys who said like, okay, this is a GoPro camera, strap it on your head for the weekend and you'll earn 50 euros. And I was like, okay, let's do it. And the rest...
You got 50 euros out of it, so it's...
Oh, right, I didn't get the 50 euros. Damn it.
Oh.
Anyway. So
that was the podcast.
Okay, so for reals now, this podcast we have a couple of trailers. The Star Wars story Rogue One. Then we have we're gonna check Doctor Strange and also check the Warcraft movie, the second trailer for that, and then a little something about Ghost in the Shell now that the first image from the movie has been released or leaked or whichever is the right thing.
So basically trailers that probably doesn't have any reaction videos on YouTube yet.
Yes, indeed. So
these are just sort of small movies. Independent movies that no one has heard of.
Yeah.
But roll the tape.
Okay, so let's check the Rogue One, a Star Wars story official teaser trailer.
Okay. Can we talk during it?
Well, let's talk after it.
Okay.
State your name for the record.
Jin Urso.
Forgery of imperial documents, possession of stolen property, aggravated assault, resisting arrest.
On your own from the age of 15. Reckless, aggressive, and undisciplined. This is a rebellion, isn't it? I rebel. We have a mission for you. A major weapons test is imminent. We need to know what it is and how to destroy it.
Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
What will you do when they catch you? What will you do if they break you? If you continue to fight? What will you become?
So, that was a trailer.
Yes, well, it was a teaser trailer.
Oh.
But
teased us then about
the trailer, about the real trailer.
You're right. One thing I will start about, this actually does one thing very similar than the so beloved Ghostbuster trailer.
So what does it do?
It has the damn theme music played by some in piano or something.
Yes. So you're...
I don't know. Why can't they just, Star Wars music, real Star Wars music? Why this thing?
Yeah, well, I think it was more like was for the mood, because it was a different kind of Star Wars movie, because it's actually more about like war. And,
it works with the trailer. I give it that, but still sort of.
But there's probably gonna be like the first actual trailer is gonna have the theme song in a more traditional form, I think, just like the Force Awakens.
Right, and you're very optimistic that we will cover all these trailers in 1 hour that you posted here, because now I'm going to start with the details with this first trailer.
Well, it's maybe 1 hour or 2 hours. Who knows how long it's gonna take?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
yeah.
We have to entertain that one person that's listening.
yes. So,
and if you're listening this one person, whoever you are, post something to the comments. So
comment,
so we know what to call you.
Yeah, comment, like, and subscribe, or how do they say it always? So yeah,
be happy with the comment. Subscription is optional.
Yeah, that's true. But back to the movie. So the plot synopsis is that the rebels are... This is taking place before A New Hope.
Yeah, they apparently are hiding at Yavin, I think.
Yeah,
because...
I think it was the same temple that they were in the...
Yeah. Interesting thing is that for the first time, it's not the first time really in a way, but it's just, they have recast Mon Mothma.
Yeah, the woman.
Because of course, I mean, the original actor is pretty old by now. I presume.
Yeah. Mon Mothma is the leader of the resistance, I think, or rebels. In A New Hope, and but they actually cast like really similar looking woman.
Yeah, that's true. So that it works. It works.
At first, I was like, when I saw the first like screen of her, I was like, wait a second, have they like used like CGI to make her face look more like the original? But then I realized that they just found someone who looks actually a lot like her. So,
I wonder if they have someone looking like Grand Moff Tarkin as well. Because they did it already in the last, in the Revenge of the Sith. They had him in the very last scene. He didn't do anything, but just was on the bridge with Darth Vader and the Emperor.
That's true.
And it looked a bit like Peter Cushing. I guess it was some sort of very heavy mask or something. It wasn't so very close by, so I don't think that would work. But Peter Cushing is, although, one of those people that has very distinctive face. So
but there's also like, it's like what is like 25 years before A New Hope, the Revenge of the Sith is taking place. So there is actually
that. But I mean, if Tarkin would be in this movie, he would.
Yeah. But I think they had some other
there was
villains.
Some other admiral in white clothing was at least in the trailer.
Yeah, it was so weird because the first time I saw the dude, let me see if I can find him here. Somewhere here. He looks like a lot like Magneto from X-Men for some reason.
Yeah, that's true now that you say it. Some sort of those hairstyle perhaps.
Yeah, and he has the same sort of similar facial features as Ian McKellen with how the cheeks go and the cheekbones are really
that is very true.
Yeah, so I was like, wait a second, why is Magneto here? Well, it's a Disney movie, so basically... but Magneto is, of course, Fox. So...
Yeah, and he's not the actor, but
yeah, but it's like.
yeah, but it's some sort of Grand Moff, I guess.
Yeah, probably something. I think he's the main villain probably of this movie.
Could be. But then
And
there's strong hints that there's.
well,
I guess
there is the sort of Vader-like dude also at some point. If I can find the person, I'm not sure if I can.
180.
118. Let's see. Ah, yes, here.
So.
Let's see.
Well,
Yes, and here is the dude, the Ian McKellen looking guys
yeah,
here.
yeah.
And then we have this guy here. So, but those two aren't those red dudes like the Emperor's Guard?
Yeah, so I guess this is might be a hologram for the Emperor or something.
Yes, but then
so I don't know if that guy is. I guess it could be Darth Vader somehow using the hood, but
yeah, the hood is like a real. So people were commenting that he mustn't. He probably isn't Darth Vader because of the hood. Because why would Darth Vader wear a hood? But I don't know.
Yeah, it would be very difficult to wear a hood under that massive helmet. But
yeah, and it would be pointless also. But maybe.
Although it could be just for the trailer.
That's true. But
because there would be no reason not to have Darth Vader.
Well, yeah, I mean,
because he's easy person to cast again because he's just a man in the mask.
And who knows? Maybe they actually hire Hayden Christensen. But
I don't need the suit. The suit probably does not need him.
Well, that's true. But
I don't know what is this device that this hooded guy is walking towards? Is it a hologram or?
I don't know because the smoke comes out of it, so it could be some sort of like cryogenic thing.
Yeah,
also.
But I don't understand why.
But is the Emperor in a freezer?
It might not make sense at this point, though.
Palpatine is like a popsicle.
It would make more sense if this was the episode 7 trailer.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true.
But to my understanding, I mean, at least so far in the movies, the Royal Guard are only present when Emperor is present.
Yeah, that's true.
And I don't know why the Royal Guard would be there to guard a hologram. So maybe he's there in person. I don't know.
And the hologram doesn't. And it doesn't look like that anyway, because that looks like some sort of round, like what's the
cube?
Well, it's not a cube. It's
tube.
Like tube. Yeah, tube. Yeah, that's true. But that doesn't look like a hologram anyway, because I mean,
I don't know.
It's more like something like rising from the ground, like upwards.
I guess the hooded guy, in principle, could be the Emperor, but he's not walking like the Emperor.
Yeah, and he's kneeling, and the Emperor.
Oh yeah, the
kneel.
Emperor wouldn't do that.
And it might be some other Sith Lord. Maybe they have some like another apprentice or something who dies in the end.
Yes.
Or maybe that hooded person is actually the woman. Maybe she turns to the dark side in the end.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Because some people were like speculating that perhaps the main character's arc is actually go from like a troublemaker to a rebel and then turn to the like.
I was thinking that she's just undercover.
Well, yeah, that's the most obvious. Like from there.
Yeah, I get it. And that's interesting take. I guess it could be if you watch all these crazy analyses that I'm just looking. If you look at the YouTube inserts on the right side, there's one that says why Snoke is in the Bacta tank.
Oh.
So they're going with the angle that Snoke would be in the Bacta tank somehow.
Okay, so like preserved or something like that.
Yeah, and I guess they could be making some sort of connection between the episode 7 and.
But then again, Snoke.
But
But Snoke can't be like the main villain here because. And why would they show this kind of scene and then not have it be important?
no,
Because
but they would show it to sort of connect this to the episode 7, and this sort of would highlight the history of Snoke somehow. But I would be really annoyed if the Emperor is kneeling down to Snoke or something like that.
oh
That would
yeah,
be
that would be weird. It wouldn't make any
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't want the Emperor to have any master or anything like that. Yeah, I wouldn't want that they artificially make Snoke sort of like Uber Emperor or something like that.
Yeah, it would be. I think it would be the other way around. That Snoke is more like the Emperor's like apprentice or
It
something like
should
that.
be, at least in my mind. Although I guess they made theories that the Snoke is actually the what Palpatine's old master who he killed, but
Ah, yeah. Or
then
maybe
it would. What was his name? Lord
uh,
Evil.
Lord Evil. I don't know.
Darth
Darth something. I can't remember. But maybe
Evilinius.
maybe the cloaked person is actually Snoke. And during during this movie, he gets the scar that is on his face in the Force
So
Awakens.
who's in the tank then?
I don't
Is
know.
the Emperor in the? Is he taking a bath or something?
Maybe he's been cryogenically preserved
Ah,
or
but
something.
Why would he have royal guards?
The Emperor. Well,
The Snoke. If that's Snoke.
No. The Snoke is like the dark hooded figure here.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the Emperor.
Right, but yeah. But where's the Emperor in this scene then?
Maybe he's inside the tube.
Why?
Who knows?
I don't know.
The way of the Sith are mysterious, you know.
Yes, there's always two, except when there's more.
Yeah, it's like there's always 2, and then there's actually 7 or 8. It's like,
Yes.
what? That didn't
I don't think there will be a going with that. There's always 2 thing in.
Yeah, it was silly. I mean, how would I mean what will the like the rest of the Sith like lords do if there's like 1,000 Jedi and then there's like 2 Sith Lord? I mean, it wouldn't make any sense like in any like scenario. Would it?
Right. Fortunately, Star Wars makes sense in everything else.
Maybe they have like some sort of bulletin board like on some sort of web in the space where they are like, okay, now 20 years from now on to 20 years in the future, Palpatine and Darth Maul will be the 2 Sith Lords, and then someone else's turn or something. I don't know how that works. I mean, why would there be only 2? It's so weird. It's ridiculous.
Maybe that is Samuel Jackson. He survived somehow. And he turned bad.
Or maybe everyone just like misunderstood what Yoda said about there always be 2. Maybe he meant that in any one scenario there is always 2. Like there are more pairs, but when you meet one, the other one is close by always.
Yeah, it could be that.
That would make more sense.
I think old George didn't think very much
because didn't they have like some sort of Sith empires before like the Galactic Republic and stuff like that in there?
I don't know. There's so much extended stuff that
that's now gone.
Possible. I mean, I know I played the games, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But it's sort of.
Wasn't the Old Republic like 10,000 years before?
Yeah, something silly, but I don't know. I mean, it just goes difficult if you try to connect all the extended universe with the movies and stuff like that. I just tend to take the movies as they are, and rest of the stuff is nice additions, but it doesn't really have to go hand in hand with the movies.
Yeah, that's true. But so, and some people were like also like theorizing that maybe this woman and is basically, I don't know what was her name from the Jedi Knight game, John Ors or something like that. In the Dark Forces and the Jedi Knight, where there's Kyle Katarn, and then he has companion woman called John Ors or something like that. And some people were like, maybe they're like taking parts from those stories, and then they're like making the woman from the Kyle Katarn stories like her, and then this other dude here somewhere, wherever it is, the dude.
There's so many stories that you could sort of say that they're cut and paste from something always.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't like be surprised if they actually had something like that, because I think The Force Awakens sort of mixed and matched like things from the extended universe when they created the story, because there were some pieces that were similar to the old stories. So
they could have had Grand Admiral Thrawn maybe in the movie, though. It could have been fun. Although he's a bit alien, so maybe it just doesn't go well with the theme.
Yeah. I think this movie will probably be more like military fiction type movie, more like a war movie.
Hopefully it will be fun. I mean, I sort of like the main character, whatever, will she turn bad or not. It would be more fun if she would turn bad, I think.
Yeah, it would be interesting because, that's true.
I think Star Wars in general needs more female villains in it. Really hasn't had many. So.
Yeah, that's true.
More heroes.
And the Captain Phasma was so.
But I presume she will return with bigger.
Yeah. I hope so, because she was like, she had like cool armor and everything, but then she was like more. It like she felt more like comedic relief or something like that.
Yeah, that was strange.
It was
Maybe
weird.
She was added in very late phase or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
I've read somewhere that she was planned to be a man at first, and then it changed it at some point.
It could be. The Star Destroyers are awesome looking in this trailer.
Oh yeah, well, very traditional. I think.
Yeah, and they managed to make them look like they were actual like miniatures instead of like only CGI. Of course, they are CGI, but they look like
they could have. They could have been made exactly from the model. They could have 3D scanned the models or something.
Yeah, or maybe they just.
They could be the models. Who knows? There could be just CGI over them or something.
That's true. I think it was Christopher Nolan in Interstellar. He actually built like 13-meter long actual ship that they then like photographed into the film. So it's like a mix of actual models and miniatures and CGI, and it looks pretty cool. And I think it could be that they're using something like that here as well. But it works really cool.
You know what other thing looked very cool?
What?
This natural flavored apple juice that I bought, but it's actually not very good.
So that was an ad plug about a product that is not sponsoring us.
No, it shouldn't. It would be freshly squeezed apple juice. But I don't know. I've tasted better. I don't know. It's pretty.
So yeah.
How can this is how you sort of ruin your apple juice or something? I don't know.
So now that we're
anyway, back
from the weird segue of apple juices and how they taste bad. Just one couple of final thoughts. So this is the guy, and was talking about, and people think that he might be like basically Kyle Katarn, and I think Kyle Katarn is actually canon because he's also in the X-Wing miniatures games, and Disney is publishing them, so they are like they have been released after Disney bought the franchise. So it seems
to my
that
knowledge, is Disney blocking anything other than usage of slave Leia, perhaps? But other than that, is Disney blocking anything?
well they scrapped the extended universe.
They did scrap it, but I mean, doesn't mean that they don't allow. They own it still, so that doesn't mean that they don't allow other licensees to use it.
Well, I don't think no. I think they don't allow anyone to use it anymore. They've basically cleaned the table and throw it all in the trash. Of course, the books are still available probably somewhere, but I don't think I'm not sure if they're printing them anymore. But
I would imagine that some of them will be kept in reprint because Dark Empire, for instance, has really nice art and.
well, yeah, but I don't think they probably won't be putting characters from the extended universe into their more recent products.
Well, Katarn is maybe a bit different because he's basically a computer game character. It's not.
Yeah. I think he's probably might have kept him because he's been in the franchise for since what is it, like since the late 1990s or something like that. So I don't know, maybe he has some value because he's been in so many
my
games.
thinking is that these will be all original characters and they.
Yeah. Of course, they're original characters.
No one will. That guy won't be called Kyle Katarn.
No, probably not. But I think they might actually have made those two characters resembling the two characters from the Kyle Katarn stories. Because
what weird? I mean, Kyle Katarn was basically a mercenary, if I remember correctly.
Well, he's Jedi.
Eventually, but
yeah,
he started as a mercenary. In Dark Forces 1, he didn't have lightsaber, and he got his lightsaber
in the second game. Yeah, but I mean, the point I'm trying to make here is that they are not; those two people are not the John Ors and
but
Kyle
I'm
Katarn,
trying to ask what's the similarities other than there's a man and a woman.
Okay. Yeah.
But we know nothing yet. But,
yes, but well, the people have made theories about these things, and her name is really close to the name of the woman in the Kyle Katarn stories. So
what's her name anyway?
I'm not sure what her name here is. It was something. I think it was whatever it was. But the point being that they took parts from the extended universe to The Force Awakens, so why not take parts from the other stuff for this movie as well, even if the characters aren't the same. Like Kylo Ren is probably not in the extended universe, but there are characters maybe that are similar to him.
Erso is the name.
And the character in Kyle Katarn stories is I think John Ors or something.
Yeah, I guess. Interesting. But he was she was a Japanese woman, if I remember correctly. Oriental, yeah.
I'm not sure.
At least in the version that had the cutscenes that were with the real actors.
John Ors, human female Alderanian intelligence operative.
Must see Vittori, at least we are looking at the image.
Yeah. She might be like in here, but I mean, the dude doesn't look Kyle Katarn either.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens.
But yeah, it's interesting at least. But anyway, so
yeah, and AT-AT looked nice to have.
Yeah, that's true. That made it feel like really like war movies type thing. With this, this has some sort a bit like the Normandy type of feel to it when they're rushing.
It would be fun that they would be brave enough not to include much of lightsabers in this movie.
Oh yeah, I think they probably
But
are.
there will be. I'm sure that they will have someone do something with lightsaber. But
Well, they have the blind monk, but they're like people are like speculating whether or not like he's a Jedi master or something like that. But
he didn't use lightsaber though.
no, he doesn't use lightsaber there. He has the staff weapon, but they're like maybe he turns into a lightsaber, or maybe he had a lightsaber, but he like for like he didn't want to be a Jedi anymore, and then or something like that. Because I don't know if a blind person is the best person to wield a lightsaber.
Yeah.
It might be a bit like well.
But yeah. Well, you don't need sight to use your lightsaber. Luke was practicing with that helmet on, blast helmet down, when he was using the Force to see.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, and hey, by the way, there were stormtroopers running. There was 2 colors of stormtroopers.
There was the black. These guys.
Yeah, are these the dark troopers now, or
I don't know who these guys are actually.
are they the shadow troopers from the? And then wasn't there a third color too when they're running?
There was like a brown or something. Maybe.
Can you freeze the frame?
Let's see if I can get. There is indeed. There are like brown troopers, but those.
Yeah.
Those
Can you make it bigger? The image we're sharing a screen. So.
But it's really blurry here, and they have a bit different. I think,
are the scout troopers or something?
or maybe they're like similar to the guys who were riding the speeder bikes in.
Yeah, they are scout troopers.
Yeah, that's
could be. Well, I guess we'll see.
We'll see. Eventually.
Yeah, but overall, I'm really looking forward for this film.
It looks very good.
This could be even more interesting than the episode 7 if it's done well.
It might be, yeah. Because
So,
we don't know much about the characters yet, so it's difficult to say. But it was the same with The Force Awakens. It was like
and I didn't want to know too much beforehand, to be honest. I'm just happy to see the few trailers and then the movie.
Yeah,
and I try to avoid all the spoilers.
Yes. Well, I hope they're going to make the trailers the same way they did it The Force Awakens, because that movie had really good trailers.
I think they probably will, because that movie made them shitload of money.
I mean, imagine you said that you are trying to avoid spoilers. Well, imagine me. I went to the movie like a month after it was released.
Right.
It was like every other web page was like, okay, I can click this, I can click that, and it was all over the place. And it was like,
so you basically had to go to movies that you don't very much enjoy, just to get it over.
Yes, I enjoy movies, but I don't enjoy going to the movies.
Yeah. Enjoy the movie theater very much.
Yes, yeah, but I don't know. I hope this is gonna be a good movie.
Yes,
and it probably will, because they are banking on these franchises and they don't want to fuck them up.
Right, and we are already at the 40-minute mark.
No, it's only 33 minutes actually, but.
Oh, okay. I'm just looking at the length of the call. But...
So yeah. Anyway, good stuff.
Good stuff. Let's have the next one then.
Okay, so Marvel's Doctor Strange, the teaser trailer.
Oh, let's see the Doctor.
Stephen Strange. Might I offer you some advice? Forget everything that you think you know.
You're a man looking at the world through a keyhole. You've spent your life trying to widen it. Your work saved the lives of thousands. What if I told you that reality is one of many?
I don't believe in fairy tales about chakras or energy or the power of belief.
You you wonder what I see in your future? Possibility.
Why are you doing this?
There are other ways to save lives. So much you don't know.
Teach me.
So,
Cumberbatch will probably look like the character. There wasn't really shot here of him in sort of full costume.
they released like one shot at like was it late last year, and he looked really like almost the same like the character in the comic books.
Yeah, so that would be nice, but then I have to add that I haven't read any comic books about Doctor Strange really, other than he has been part of some stories that I've read.
Yeah, Infinity Gauntlet, I think.
Yeah, he was there,
yeah.
but
same for me. I've just like quickly browsed through like some lore about him and like the character in general, but
this trailer sort of just feels like this is sort of Inception type scenery, and I mean it's about, I guess, sort of strange dimensions within dimensions and stuff blowing up, you expanding your mind and stepping out of your body and stuff like that. But I don't know. It's
magic.
Yeah, it's kind of magic, but there's nothing really to hook me up to get me excited here.
This trailer is
I'm sure the fans that really know the character might be more excited, but
yes, but the trailer is sort of like maybe.
This is teaser still, so
yeah, but it's maybe a bit too like even. There isn't like any like real highlights that would like, you know, in the Star Wars trailer you could see where they're building the Death Star, and then you see the AT-ATs and stuff like that. But here I didn't have anything like really that would like, oh, I'm not saying it looked nice. The movie looks pretty good, but so far it's there was like no one did almost anything in the trailer.
Yeah. And so it's sort of wait and see. Probably next trailer will be better.
Well, yeah.
But I don't know. One thing that Marvel movies are, at least some of the Marvel movies are, in my opinion, lacking is that they don't have sort of memorable villains in them.
Yeah. Here I think the villain will be Mads Mikkelsen, the dude from who played the villain in Casino Royale and in the Hannibal TV series.
Okay, I think we saw a few images of him.
Yeah, he was walking in the weird hallway at one point.
He has some sort of skull-like tattoo or something.
Yeah. And
I don't know.
I think like Benedict Cumberbatch had a good accent, like American accent. He almost sounded like Dr. House in the first line that he says, like the "I don't believe in magic" and mumbo jumbo and whatever. It was like, wait a second, is that him talking, or is it like Dr. House talking? Because it was.
Yeah, this could be their new sort of Iron Man in a way. This actor could really do it in a way.
That's true. And he's proven himself many times in other movies and shows. So
and Iron Man movies, they didn't have very memorable bad guys either.
Well, yeah, the first one was the Ironmonger, was the big robot. The
Big robot. Then the
and-
second one was slightly smaller robot with a whip and.
yeah, he wasn't a whip. He was like an actual dude with the whips, and then he had the robot army.
Yeah. I've seen. What?
The robot army. He had the robot
Ah,
army.
right,
with
I
him.
forgot.
And the third one was the Mandarin, which was and the dude
With
who
spoilers.
what? What? No,
That's spoilers if you.
God damn it! If you haven't seen Iron Man movies now, it's your own fault.
Is it?
Well, everyone knows that the Mandarin is in the movie, so he was the villain, quote unquote. But then it was the other guy anyway. But that was so
and then
weird.
There's some short film about the aftermath of that, and
yeah, there's the one where
haven't seen it still. But...
Hail to the King, I think it was
Yeah.
called. It's in the Blu-ray if you own the Blu-ray. Then it's there.
I don't have any of those on Blu-ray.
Yeah, but that wasn't well. It was weird, I think, and I think many fans were like disappointed because the actual Mandarin is like a powerful Iron Man villain, but they sort of fucked it up
made
a
it
bit
differently. I mean,
but then
sort of wasted in a way because I think King Kingslow, whatever his name is,
Ben Kingsley.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
He looked the part, sort of. He looked fun in that part.
Yeah, but there is also like some. I think it was it in the movie or was it in the Hail to the King short where it was actually there was part where there was like the actual Mandarin was like mentioned that there is actually a Mandarin, like a person who is an actual evil guy. But I'm not sure if it was in somewhere in the movie or was it in the short movie.
Maybe it was probably in the short movie because I can't remember that. And I can't see them having because I haven't read Iron Man comics either. Great deal, but my understanding is that the Mandarin character is sort of a bit stereotypical in a way that they can't have it exactly how he is in the old comics at least.
Yeah, it might be, yeah. But I
sort of my feeling is he's sort of like Fu Manchu or Ming the Merciless or something like that. It's sort of, I mean, it's his Marvel's sort of.
Yeah, that's true. But of course they would have,
and all of those are sort of a bit stereotypical.
Yeah, I mean they would obviously have to like update the character to the modern day, but I don't think they're gonna use him in anywhere because they're probably
that was their usage in this Marvel take.
Yeah, there probably won't be an Iron Man 4.
Yeah, there was already a full discussion that the fourth phase of the Marvel thing will be a reboot.
Nah, no, I don't think so. I mean, they still have so many movies.
Yeah.
And like the actor of Bucky Barnes has like what did he have, like 9 movie deal or something like that. And he's gonna be in the Civil War will be his 3rd movie, so he still have like 6 movies or something like that. And I don't know. Well, who knows? But hopefully they won't do it. Or if they're gonna reboot it, maybe they will reboot it in a way that it's not an actual reboot, but it's more like someone takes the mantle of Iron Man or something like that, so it's not like, so here's the origin of Tony Stark once more. But it's more like,
because we have to tell the origin story.
I mean, I think it would ruin this movie franchise because I want this movie franchise to be one continuous set of movies and not like going back and forth. It's retarded, but maybe some new, when Kevin Feige steps down from the leader position at Disney Marvel and someone else goes there and maybe they will fuck it up or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
But I mean,
but as long as he's making movies that make again shitload of money, I don't think his position is sort of compromised unless he wants to do something else.
Yeah, I think this movie, like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, is like in large part his child, basically.
Oh.
So I don't think he's gonna fuck it up. Hopefully, at least. Hopefully not.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to the actual trailer, and maybe we'll see something a bit more dynamic.
Yeah. I'm not excited based on this trailer yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that
I'm indifferent.
Like I'm not excited just from this trailer, but since the movies Marvel has produced have been like overall pretty good movies. There have been highlights and there have been some that are a bit weak, but there are no bad movies. There are no bad movies. Well, it's not a bad movie. It's a good sci-fi movie.
I don't know.
Come on.
It's boring.
Well, yeah. But come on, there are actually no bad movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, well, I give you that.
So they're like qualities.
Some are weaker, some are better. Yeah.
So
agreed.
I'm like sort of hopeful that even if this isn't like the most interesting trailer, it's gonna be a good movie anyway. In the end.
Hopefully so. But so far it hasn't sort of sparked my interest.
Yeah, that's true. But
so they have to do something to get me interested enough that I go to see it in the theaters instead of waiting for the Blu-ray.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna wait for the Blu-ray.
Yeah, but that's no big surprise. So do you think you will see the Civil War on the big screen?
It's like next month.
Yeah, I mean we could do a review for the podcast if you.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Maybe we can. Yeah. Maybe we
think
can
about
do.
it. I know you're not a big fan of the movie theaters, but think about it.
Yeah, maybe I'm gonna go see it because if it's might be like the
see it together or something.
Yeah, Avenger 2.5.
Yeah, exactly. We could start a new podcast just for the movie reviews, and it's like one review per year or something.
Yeah, it's gonna be the Connoisseurs of Pop Culture podcast at the cinemas.
Yes. Cinemassacre.
Okay.
Anyway, let's move on.
And then there's gonna be the Warcraft trailer too.
All right. I'm not even certain I see the second trailer. Huh?
Well, it's been last night, so if you haven't seen it, then well, okay, let's see.
Let's see. Good.
You're gonna love it.
Okay. We'll see how.
We have had peace in these lands for many years now. But one of our villages burned tonight.
War is coming.
An invasion.
If we do not unite to fight this enemy, our world will perish.
Saving the world is not a one-man job.
We fight together or we die together.
You'll have me to protect you.
I need no one to protect me.
Well then. They're stronger. Be smarter.
This war will destroy us all. But together, we might stand a chance.
Whatever you plan to do it now!
Oh my. I hope that music won't be the movie.
No, there was actually a tweet today from the director Duncan Jones.
Yeah.
And he said like something like, no, the dubstep music in the trailer is completely done by the marketing team, and the actual score is not a dubstep score.
Okay, well, that's good.
I mean,
well, visually, it does look like a Warcraft movie, I think.
Yeah, but it doesn't look a good movie. I mean, it's.
I don't know what the Warcraft movie is supposed to look like. I'm getting a clear connection with Warcraft, all the effects and stuff like that.
Also, why the
Play
hell?
like a Blizzard cinematic thing.
Yeah, but to me the Blizzard cinematics look better than that movie. Also, just a side note, they have actually copyright 2015 in the trailer and not 2016. So well done, Universal Studios. Well done. Okay, let's start with the music. The music was horrible, but it didn't. It's a shitty trailer for a movie that is completely uninteresting. So it didn't make it any better or worse. I hate the visuals. I mean, it just looks. They were talking when they first visioned the movie, back when they started like some pre-production or something. They were talking about making the movies a mix between Lord of the Rings and Braveheart. Sort of like gritty and sort of realistic looking, like with actual like blood and dirt. And now you look at it and it looks horrible. It looks like Xena, the warrior princess, with a bit bigger budget. The armor looks shitty.
Bigger.
I mean, the armor looks shit. It looks like
the,
plastic.
The armor looks.
It looks plastic.
Looks like it's in the games.
Yeah, but it looks plastic anyway.
I have to look a few frames to make a better opinion.
There is like where the dude is like they're bigger.
The weapons are sort of.
The weapons look
very anime-like.
Yeah, but they look more real than the armor that they're wearing.
Armor is sort of
like here.
Shiny and
it's just so it doesn't look like metal at all. At all.
Looks Warcrafty in a way. It's just too bigger than life type of armors.
Well, yeah, but I mean, come on. They should have. Well, of course, it's not still out, so maybe they're still like doing polishing, like visually, because trailers do have sometimes like work in progress material, but
it doesn't bother me that much. I mean, it looks good like that, Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Yeah, but
yeah, that was horrible. But this one, I don't know.
I think
I'm not too bothered by the armor.
I think it's gonna make a shit ton of money, but it's gonna be a bad movie. It just feels like.
I don't know. Yeah, it has sort of too clean look to it in a way.
Yeah, it bothers me that they should have like more dirt on their face, especially when they're fighting in forest and they're throwing each other around.
Yeah, but it's so CGI.
I think everything else except like the human.
It's so George Lucas.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm sort of bit interested still because I've played.
I mean, this shot.
I would like to say I played all of the Warcrafts, but I'll say that I played most of them because I haven't played all of the online Warcraft thing.
Yeah. But looking at this image, this dude doesn't look like he belongs into that movie. He looks like he's like a cosplayer or something from the Guild TV series that was like about cosplayers or like live action role players. And the background is completely like
separator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's also like
it could be one problem that everything is CGI.
Yeah, I mean, like the orcs in themselves, they look nice, like the models and everything. But when you look them next to the humans, it's like, how do these guys even like? How do the humans have any chance against like an orc? Because the dude is like a fucking truck when it fights like a human dude.
It's all about stats, man.
It's and then they of course
and the female are a bit thinner.
The female is an actual human being.
But I think if I remember correctly, this is straight from Warcraft 1. So there was some. I think she was half human, half orc.
But how can she be like half human, half orc when the orcs just arrived?
There was some story to that.
Okay.
I think this is called Camera or something, if I recall correctly. But I'm interested to see what Medivh and Gul'dan and stuff like that will be in the movie. I think we saw a brief image of Gul'dan there, and I don't know.
I think
it's been. I played Warcraft 1, 2, 3, and World of Warcraft, and it's sort of have nostalgia towards me in a way, but I don't know. I'm not super excited. But
is this character an actual orc woman?
It could be
because she looks like thinner than the male orc, so I think this is actually an actual orc woman. So maybe she is like a half breed or something.
Yeah, well, like I said, I know my stuff.
I mean, yeah, but come on, look at this dude and this dude, and they're like, look at their like size difference. How is this guy gonna like beat the shit out of this guy who is like a?
Well, how did Bilbo beat 3 trolls?
Because the trolls were like stupid.
Maybe the orcs are stupid.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
this movie is stupid.
maybe I'm too harsh against this movie, but it's just like I don't know. It just feels
I think they're sort of trying to be sort of the new Avatar in a way too.
It could be. I mean, I'm probably gonna.
But why the hell did they have that horrible music in it?
It was weird because I think the first trailer had an actual epic score, but this is like what were they like thinking with this?
Yeah,
it's so.
This has I'm looking at likes and dislike. This has very strong dislike going on.
Yeah.
Nothing like the Ghostbuster shit, but
well, yeah, but it's like people were commenting in the YouTube comments that they're like hype for this movie has like seriously lowered after seeing this trailer, and I think that the marketing team did like a really awful job, like
they didn't understand their product.
Yes, and
they're thinking, they're video gamers, they want cool music and they want to fast and drag and roll.
I think I would have liked to see a trailer that has no spoken words, that was more like scenery and some atmosphere or something like that.
Star Wars.
Well, maybe something like that. That could have been cool.
Yeah, playing the Warcraft tune with the piano.
Well, yeah, maybe not like that, but I don't know. That because which was it like Warcraft 2 where was it like the intro cinematic where the human warrior is fighting against the orc in a like rainy field.
That was Warcraft 2.
Yeah, and then there's the Burning Legion comes raining.
Oh wait, that's 3.
Okay.
There was no Burning Legion in the second one in that extent.
Okay, so because that was pretty cool trailer, like or movie or short movie or animated
thing. Burning thing was in the third one, really. There was some of it, I think, in second one, but it's mainly orc versus human still in the second one.
Yeah, that's true.
If my memory doesn't fail entirely.
I think it was like orcs, the Warcraft orcs versus humans, then the Warcraft 2 Tides of Darkness, and Warcraft 3 was something, and then there was the Frozen Throne, which was the Lich King.
Yeah, there was different orc factions and stuff like that in the second one. Then there was trolls and stuff like that didn't exist in the first game.
Yeah.
By the way, no trolls in the trailer, at least. I guess they're
here in this trailer.
Yeah.
And then dwarves.
There was dwarves, but no trolls. No trolls.
No trolls, but dwarves were shown for the first time. But I think they were completely CGI.
Could be. They have those so strong features that maybe they need to be.
Yeah.
Because everything else in that movie is CGI anyway.
Oh my god, I hate this king. This king doesn't he doesn't look king at all. He looks like a child with a fake beard and a plastic crown.
I think his beard is real.
Or like an SNL sketch about World of Warcraft. My knights.
What I'm thinking, that there's so much CGI in this one that they could have sort of done it entirely CGI.
I mean, they should have probably done it like they do the trailers for the expansion sets.
Yeah,
it would have been
so entirely CGI movie.
Yeah, that would have been much more like, I would be much more interested in that than seeing this, because this is like everything is like off.
Yeah, it's difficult to say. We would have to see sort of side to side how they manage. But yeah, they do excellent short trailers, but they are short trailers.
Yeah, that's true.
Short game trailers, so I don't know how they would work as a 2-hour film. I don't know.
Do you have any info if they're gonna make like a trilogy or something?
I presume that's the plan, but I presume everything depends on how well the first movie does.
Yeah.
So if it does good, I'm sure there will be the Tides of Darkness and
I think there should be like Lich King at least in some of the Arthas.
Yeah, in third movie, I guess. If this, I don't know how they will do it, but
yeah.
They will mix and match, I'm sure, but they have cool stuff to use in the movies still, so it would be interesting.
That's true.
So I visit well, but I'm still interested, but this was not the best of trailers.
Yeah, but I think I understand your interest because you have a much deeper history with the franchise.
Yeah, that's true in a way. I guess in more in my youth, I was more intense fan, but it's still cool.
Yeah, and for me, it's basically too late now to jump into the World of Warcraft bandwagon. That door has closed like years ago.
And then we will see how Henkka will turn to Warcraft fan in a few months.
I think it's gonna be more than a few months for me because I'm not gonna see this in theaters anyway.
Yeah, that's why I said few months, because I'm really Blu-ray, and then you will start dressing like an orc or something, because just like the Navi people did. They wanted to live in
the tree
Pocahontas world, and
yes,
and wanted to breathe. What the heck did they breathe? They didn't breathe oxygen. They I can't remember, but anyway. So you want to be just like an orc. I don't know if you want to be more brownish orc or more greeny orc, because there seems to be two different kinds. But
green
in the trailer.
Well, green skin is of course, like in the Warhammer 40k.
Yeah.
God
you might have to start going to the gym though, because they're slightly more muscular than yourself.
Yeah. Maybe.
Not to dismiss your muscles in any way.
Yes. Just a little bit. Just a little bit more muscular than me.
Yes.
I'm not sure what I'm gonna do to the fact that they're like a foot taller than I am, but maybe I can stretch my bones in my legs or something like that.
Yeah, well, they have all sorts of operations these days.
Like stilts.
Yes. Metal stilts or something.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
You might have some problems with doors and stuff like that after that, but
yeah, not only like due to my new height, but also because of my wide shoulders, because I would be like super bulked, like.
Oh yeah, well that. Too,
so I mean, I can't just like walk through anywhere. I have to go sideways.
So you need an apartment as well.
Yes, but then I'm gonna live in a troll cave or like a hut or whatever the orcs are using. Huts, I think they're huts or something.
Yeah, and it's that's going to work in Finland.
yeah.
Not cold at all at winter.
But does an orc care?
Well, I don't know. Well, they have all sort of fur clothing, so you probably will hunt some bears and make clothing out of it.
It's gonna be like wrestling with bears or something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But hey, you will have this sort of cool orc woman with you, maybe.
well, if the orc women are like are something like her, then okay. But it's gonna.
Maybe you have to be content with being a half orc yourself too, because
that's true.
With the height and all that, so.
Yeah.
So maybe you will have to do the half orc thing too. You just need the bit bigger lower jaw teeth. And I'm sure if eyeglasses go with the look, so you might have to wear contacts.
Well, I got my new contacts yesterday, so that thing's covered. I've got contacts for like the next 3 months, so.
Right. And then you just have to explore how to dye your skin and.
If I eat just like spinach, like a lot of spinach, maybe that'll help.
I don't know. Popeye wasn't green.
That's true, but he used all the spinach to like gain superpowers, so maybe like
so
he didn't have.
You're going to go with that route.
Yeah.
Well, tell me how that goes.
Okay.
We'll ask in the next podcast.
The transformation begins now.
Yeah, we might have a second listener then, some weirdo cat guy or something.
That's like awfully specific. Some weirdo cat guy. Huh? Wink. So do you know? Do you have like a friend who is a weird cat guy?
No, but I see that a few years back I saw this documentary about people dressing and having operations to
the body
turn
modification
like animals.
The body modification thing. Yeah, that was horrible.
There's some crazy cat person.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I understand that people have the right to do whatever they want with their bodies, but when you but when you are gonna have plastic surgery to try to fill your cheeks to look more like cat cheeks, and then you have like actual metal spikes that resemble the whiskers of a cat, then something is fucking wrong with you. I'm sorry, but that's just.
What about if you add a tail to yourself? The one guy had added some.
No, god damn it. Well, to each their own, but to me it's like that's like fucking weird.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
Okay. So we found definition for weird then.
But everyone should see that documentary. It is a sight to behold. There's like the lizard person, the cat guy, and.
How did you manage to see that the same bloody documentary as well?
I've seen it like it's been like already like some years ago, like maybe back in
for me too.
The mid 2000s or something like that.
Yeah.
But it was really weird.
It was very bizarre.
Let's just say that none of those guys or women looked like anything like that orc woman there. with their new teeth or something like that. So it wasn't like, okay. But anyway, you can be whatever you want. It's a free world, but God damn
exactly.
it. God damn it.
So Henkka, I won't judge you when you become an orc.
Well, I'm already okay. Anyway, let's move on.
I won.
Yes, it was a competition and you won.
Yes.
Okay, so this the next topic might be something that you're not that familiar with.
I've seen it. Well, you introduced the topic. Well, I'll comment then.
Okay, so there's the first image was leaked about Ghost in the Shell, the live-action movie.
I couldn't find that image, by the way, when you mentioned it.
So let's look at the original trailer for the animation from 1995, and then let's check the image and talk about it a bit.
In the near future,
it's been
corporate
over 10
networks
years
reach
since
out
I've
to the
seen this
stars, and
movie,
electrons
so
and light flow throughout
I've
the
really-
universe. The advance of
maybe more.
computerization, however,
15 years
has not
maybe.
yet wiped out nations and ethnic groups.
So I really don't remember much of it.
Police! Everyone, hit the ground!
What's a virtual experience mean then?
Well, all your memories about your wife and your daughter are false, and are more like a dream. You've been taken advantage of by someone, and we're trying to do a ghost hack on some government officials.
Oh God, it can't be.
I've been to your apartment. No one. A bachelor room.
I told you I rented that room when we were separated.
You've been living in that room for over 10 years now.
My code name is Project 2501. And I am a life form that was born in a sea of information.
Ghost in the Shell. Released theatrically worldwide, fall 1995.
Well, the first thing that I have to say about this trailer is that all the English voice actors weren't the best.
Oh yeah, and I think that the English voice actors are not the ones in the movie.
What in the new movie? Of course not.
No. I mean, I think some of the characters sounded different in the trailer than they sound in the actual movie. There is something weird about.
So maybe we have to have recorded it again.
Yeah, it could be, but
because if this is the original trailer and
no,
you have a newer Blu-ray or something.
No. The Blu-ray has the original voices. That's I'm 100% sure about that. But there's something weird in the voices in the trailer. I don't know if maybe it's just like bad sound quality or something. But that's the least of the trailer's problems because the whole trailer is complete shit. Now that I watched it, it's like I don't. Well, this is sort of like the same with like the Warcraft trailer in that the music is shit. It's like this weird techno pop whatever.
But it fits to this better than the Warcraft.
Well, yeah, but when you watch the actual movie, it has the music is very different in that, and
right. Did they use actual computer models in the 95 movie? Because some of the images in here seem almost like computer.
No, there is no computer scenes in the original 1995, but they released in 2000, in the late 2000s. I think it might be in like 2009 or something.
Right.
Anyway, aren't those? They released the Blu-ray which had Ghost in the Shell 2.0, which was this movie, but the animation was sort of cleaned up to make it more high definition, and then they also replaced a few scenes here and there with actual 3D models. Like when you see this part where the main character is like standing here and she jumps down. This scene is completely replaced in the 2.0 version with the 3D model.
Why?
I have no idea, and it cuts between like the actual drawn animation and the 3D model in that scene. Like there's the woman is there and the environment in that like shot, everything is 3D, but when the camera moves to another location with other characters, those characters are drawn and then moves back to the woman and she's like
so
3D.
It's very obvious.
Yeah, it's totally obvious. It's like it's so weird, and they didn't make the entire movie. They made just a couple of scenes within the movie.
Is the CGI well done at least?
Well, it's not like really good. It's really Japanese. It's really Japanese style, like really clean and sort of like that. But it doesn't hold very well. Like
Blu-ray have the original version.
Yes, it has the original version. I watched the original. Actually,
is there a version that has the cleaned up animation but no 3D models?
Not that I know, because I would like to see the cleaned up animation version without the 3D characters mixed in there.
I would think that such would even exist if it's so popular movie that.
Yeah, it is weird.
Maybe there's third version somewhere or.
I don't know.
No, I don't know. I would have to rewatch the movie. I have to say it's been so long.
Yeah, when I bought the
and there's more movies to this series, isn't there? There's some.
Well, there's of course the first one, and then there's the sort of like where some of the 3D is remade, but it's made like later. Like,
yeah, there's remakes, but then
there's actual second movie, which is Ghost in the Shell 2: Innocence. And it was released like somewhere in 2000,
right?
5 or 6 or something like that. Yeah. And then there's a couple of different TV shows: Ghost in the Shell, Standalone Complex 1 and Standalone Complex 2. Those are good. Those are good shows.
Yeah, I've heard some good things, but I haven't seen them.
And then there's like a new one that appeared. Was it like last year or something? I saw it on Netflix briefly, but it didn't have like that good reviews compared to the other shows. So there's at least like 3 shows and 2 movies, and the first movie is also like partly remade.
Right.
And then there's of course the original manga from like 1980.
I haven't read that one
or something, but the manga.
So which one have you read and seen?
I've seen the movies and I've read some of the manga, but the manga is completely different in tone.
Is it
In large
darker
part.
or?
No, it's much more like there's like a much more comedic relief.
Oh, okay, that's
Like,
interesting.
yeah, it's different. For example, the main character, the Major Kusanagi, the woman, she's like really robotic in the movie. Like she doesn't blink at all, I think.
Yeah.
But in the manga, she's like really expressive, like, and she
Oh,
has
okay.
like different personality there, and more human-like.
Interesting. Yeah, sometimes you can. Well, I can't compare because I haven't read the material, but sometimes you can make movies can be better than the original material.
Well, to me, the first movie especially feels much more like what I'd want the comic book to be. You know?
Yeah. And there's more examples. Like let's take Stephen King's Signing, for instance. I mean,
yeah,
people really like the Kubrick's movie, but not so interested perhaps in that specific Stephen King story.
Yeah,
although I guess it's famous, but I think the movie is more famous.
Yeah, and the same with the Space Odyssey 2001. I mean, I'm not sure if even everyone knows that it's actually based on a book. Actually, a three-book series, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, and The Shining is a good example because I didn't even know that it was a Stephen King novel at first.
Oh.
I was like, wait a second, this is a Stephen King novel at first? Okay. And The Wanted, the movie, it's far better than the god-awful comic book.
Awful.
It's horrible. It's so horrible. I mean, oh my god, it's just awful. It is. There are no words to describe how much I hate that comic book.
I hate it too.
It's like when you read it, you just want to like give up and shoot yourself in the head because it's so bad.
I think it at one point asks the reader to do that or something.
Yeah. I think I should have like followed that instruction.
No.
Because it's
you just burned the book. Although I think you loaned my book, so it would maybe have been a bit rude to. Burn my book. But...
Yeah, but then again, do you really want that book? Do you
that
really
is true.
want...
I mean, but I have all sorts of shit on my shelves, I guess.
Well, yeah, and I suppose it's sort of like it's part of the collection to have some bad books.
Yeah,
just to remind us of our mistakes when we buy stuff.
Yeah, the movie isn't special, but it's far better than the book. And it's completely different too.
Yeah, it's like there are only a couple of things like that are
the curved bullets is probably the only thing.
Yeah, and the assassin guild in itself.
I guess so. But otherwise, it's just.
But it was the comic book feels like something that the author was it like Mark Millar or someone who made it. Same guy who made Kick-Ass and same guy who made Kingsman or it was Secret Service.
I haven't really. I have to say that I generally don't like his work.
Yeah, but it's like he makes just like comic books that are actually movie pitches.
I guess he does. I have to say the first Kick-Ass movie was nice too.
Yeah, that was a good movie, and the Kingsman is an awesome movie also.
I don't think I've seen that one. At least no, I haven't seen that one.
Okay, you should. It's really cool action movie.
But back to the
back to the Ghost in the Shell. Okay, so
did you have the first screenshot somewhere?
Let's see.
I haven't seen it. You said it. Google it.
Oh yeah,
and I didn't find it.
So maybe I should just like tell like a quick sort of synopsis about what the thing is about. So basically, Ghost in the Shell is like set in the near future where people have basically harnessed the power to put people's brains inside basically android or cyborg bodies.
And it's set in...
Like in 2040 or something.
And it's in Japan, isn't it?
Well, Yeah, it's basically in Japan. Yeah. But there's like it's not Tokyo, but it's like a fictional city, but it's sort of like a mixture of Hong Kong, Tokyo, and stuff like that. Uh, and people have basically able to enhance their brains and then transform their or what is it called, like basically put their brains in robotic bodies and
right. Transfer their conscience.
Yes. So like the main character, the Major Kusanagi, she's basically almost completely cyborg. She has like parts of her brain are still intact, but they are also enhanced, and her body is completely prosthetic. And most of the other people are also like really far in the basically transhumanism, where only their brains are like human. There are like I think one or two characters in the first movie that are actually like 95% human, with just little brain enhancing things. And then there's like two stories, or like a theme and the story. The story is like they're like trying to track this international hacker terrorist dude who tries to hack into basically government officials around the world and do terrorist attacks and steal money and whatnot. And then there's the like the theme is basically about the Kusanagi, who ponders her own existence and whether or not she's actually completely artificial, like that her own ghost, aka her soul, is actually like an AI, which is just formed in somewhere. And then there's the puppet master, the terrorist dude, is an actual AI that was born basically in the internet, and now the government wants to shut him down. And
okay, I have to see the movie. Don't spoil everything.
Yeah, but anyway, it's about basically existence and whether or not what makes us human, and those are the themes basically.
Yeah, I have to say, I've seen it, but I don't really remember anything.
Okay, yeah. So
maybe it's been 20 years. I don't know when we saw it, just when it was released or something. It's been a really long time.
It might be like 1990s or something.
Yeah,
like in the late
was it out, well, not 1990 if it's
1995.
It came out 1995. But
yeah. So anyway, now the live action movie is coming, and they released the first shot, or like.
So let's see the shot then.
And it has Scarlett Johansson as the main character, and of course people have different opinions about the character. Some say that she's okay. Some people, but that's like a minority, and a lot of people are not pleased with the actor choice or actress choice in this case, and some say that she just doesn't fit the role. Some say that the character should be played by an Asian person because the thing happens in Asia, the original movie, and there's like, this is Hollywood whitewashing and stuff like that. Personally, I don't care really much about whether or not it happens in Japan or America, because the story where it takes place in the movie, it doesn't matter, because where it takes place is not important, because the story is not about like where it happens, but it's more about the philosophical themes. But my problem with Scarlett Johansson is that she's too recognizable. Like, everyone knows her.
She has black hair here.
I mean, she's in everywhere now. She's Black Widow, so I don't want Black Widow to portray like another established character, especially because Scarlett Johansson's face is so recognizable, and she's a huge star in movies. and it feels to me that it's gonna be like a Scarlett Johansson movie about Ghost in the Shell, and not like Ghost in the Shell, a sci-fi movie. So it's more like
it's a bit like when Arnie did Total Recall.
Well, yeah, it is. It is basically the same with Arnold Schwarzenegger. If Arnold Schwarzenegger plays a really well-known character, can you really see the character, or can you see Arnold Schwarzenegger? Like Mr. Freeze. I can't see Mr. Freeze in that movie because all I see is Arnold Schwarzenegger throwing ice puns. I stay to see you. Like things like that. I mean, that's the same effect with Scarlett Johansson in here. Because she's
right.
like...
I mean, this is... I mean, I sort of feel wrong to say that she's a female Arnold.
But she is. Because
she's sort of the action movie girl.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't even mean
Hollywood.
it. But I don't mean it even like an action movie like actress. I mean that she is so recognizable. Everyone knows. Okay, that's Scarlett. I can't see the character because I see Scarlett Johansson in this picture, and it bothers me because it should be someone who is less known. Of course, I understand that they had to have Scarlett Johansson or someone who is like super famous to have this funding for the movie in the first place.
I guess I'm not so bothered by that myself for some reason, but maybe it's partly because Ghost in the Shell doesn't mean as much as it means to you, because I haven't been connected with it in a long time, so it could be that.
But like I don't mind it being like a Caucasian actor, like or actress in this case, who plays her, because
that's not the point of
and because it can happen anywhere, and the Ghost in the Shell basically takes a lot from like Blade Runner and other Western movie like sci-fi movies and books and stuff like that the West has produced. So in that sense, it's like they loaned something and we loan it back. That doesn't matter to me. And the other thing is that because the world that they live in, they have these artificial bodies. They can change to anybody at any time. So if the movie should take place like in America, it would be like sort of like plot wise to have like a Caucasian like shell for the actor, because if she wants to like...
by the way, Arnold should play the dude with the round glasses.
That's true, because he
looks like an Arnold.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be even surprised if they actually like drew him like after Arnold or something, because he has sort of like Arnold type features, especially from like the Commando and that era Arnold. But like I would like to see some other actress in the role, and then there's been like people throwing names that they would like to see, like someone said Carrie Ann Moss, which is like sort of like, okay, I understand that because Matrix basically...
What? Carrie Fisher?
No, Carrie Ann Moss, like from the Matrix.
I thought you wanted to see Carrie.
Yeah, no. But I mean, people said like she could be, because basically the movie Matrix was pitched by showing Ghost in the Shell, and the Wachowskis were like, listen, watch this movie, and this is the one we want to make, but for real. And of course it's, I mean, there is like, but maybe I don't know. I think she's like transitioned herself from action movies to more dramatic roles or something like that. So I'm not sure if it works. But then of course some said like Olivia Wilde might be like a choice for the movie. Of course none of this is gonna happen because they've already cast, but people were throwing names.
It would be more unknown in a way.
Yeah. And then one more like sort of like more realistic suggestion was like Charlize Theron, because she played the Aeon Flux or how it's pronounced.
But I guess he's too old in Hollywood terms now.
Yeah, that might be, but she.
I mean, she looks great to me. I mean, I like Charlize Theron a lot, but.
Yeah, and of course she was in Mad Max, so I mean she can do.
But Iron Flux was like 10 years ago, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, but Mad Max was last year.
Yeah. I mean.
And of course, like a couple of years ago, there was the Prometheus, so she might well play the role, and because there isn't.
Yeah. I'm not saying that she can't do it, but I'm saying that the Hollywood mentality is that she has to be something like 20-year-old or something.
But that's
well, Scarlett Johansson isn't 20 years old either.
No, but I mean, it would make sense to.
What is she anyway? Is he my age or?
I don't know. I don't know how much she is, but I mean, it would make sense to have Charlize Theron because she was in the director's last movie, The Huntsman and the Snow White.
Oh yeah,
because that dude is the one they chose to like direct this adaptation.
Because
reasons.
It has Charlize Theron. That she was good.
Yeah. Then there was the milk.
I don't remember the rest of the movie.
There was the milk bath where she like rises from the thing. So, but
that I remember.
Then someone
but
said.
I don't remember anything else.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there was some mirror of things. There was the golden mirror guy, and then there was. I guess there was dwarves in it too,
and crows. There are lots of crows that turned into the glass things. I think, if I remember correctly.
Maybe I can't remember. And then there was fighting and stuff.
Yeah, but like.
And then there was Kristen Stewart.
Yeah, but she wasn't cast in the sequel anymore.
Yeah, they didn't. Seems like that there are some. Issues.
Yeah, that she doesn't know how to act would be one.
I think, but I think the issues were maybe some personal things.
So if
the rumors are true, who knows?
Yeah, but like
because we don't want to offend anyone. We don't know if our only listener is Miss Stewart, for instance. We don't want to offend anyone.
Listen, Kristen. You have to learn to know how to act. Yeah. Okay. So anyway,
but we can't teach you really. We don't know how to act either.
So basically, my choice for the role would be like Rooney Mara. Someone said that she would be nice, and I was looking like, yeah, she would actually play well. She isn't that known, but she she knows how to act, and she's young in terms of Hollywood. So basically, she would be perfect for the role instead of Scarlett Johansson. No offense to Scarlett Johansson, because she's Black Widow. I'm okay with that. But I mean, there are other actors beside her who can.
Yeah, but Hollywood is stupid.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah.
Are we going to get Black Widow movie, by the way?
No. We're not gonna get Black Widow movie. I don't think so. I don't know why.
There's no female-led movies.
Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna make one.
Because they didn't have enough. They didn't make the comics in back in the day.
Yeah.
Thinking about females that much.
Yeah.
Other than wants to be rescued.
Yeah, that's true.
And supportive characters, I guess.
But they've they have enhanced her role in the Captain America movies. And
I'm being a bit over dramatic. I mean, there's lots of strong female characters in X-Men and stuff like that, for instance.
Yeah, and I think the Ant-Man 2 movie will be Ant-Man and Wasp.
Yeah, Wasp was pretty interesting actually in the first Ant-Man movie.
Yeah, but I don't think for some reason, I'm not sure if it's like marketing or maybe they don't just have the guts to make like a female-led superhero movie or something. I don't know what the reasons are, but probably it's like a mixture of.
Because girls are yaggy.
Okay.
It's aimed for the 8-year-olds, 8-year-olds, and they don't like girls.
But I mean,
Yet.
At least if
and some won't even never like.
Well, if I was like 12 years old, I would probably have watched like a Black Widow movie. I mean, come on, who wouldn't?
Yeah.
Because I was
but
like,
it was for 8-year-olds. Yeah, before you go to your.
But 8-year-olds can't go to the Marvel movies because I think they're like PG.
Oh, they go with parents.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, I think I was like something like 12 to 15 years old when I saw Ghost in the Shell the first time, and it
has boobies.
Yeah, that's true. Animated boobies, and those boobies were nice.
Yes, now I can see why it's an important movie for you.
Yeah, it's like a memory. I cherish it. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you look like the character here.
Yeah.
I mean. It's just like this like profile picture here. I mean, she could be like this. She could be her.
She could be anyone.
Well, that's true.
Why does he have different color hair in one of the?
Because this is the opening animation, and they probably poured like a shit ton of money for it.
What?
Yeah.
So they changed the hair color afterwards.
I don't know. I think it's just to artistic like vision for it.
What?
When they're creating her in the factory.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe
Oh.
this is just like a standard model, like a female, like female cyborg or something like that. Who knows?
Okay.
But yeah,
I'm trusting you for these things.
So actually, there is apparently most likely an illegal copy of Ghost in the Shell in the sidebar of the YouTube.
Oh no!
For anyone to see, of course.
Bad YouTube.
It's of course like completely like you shouldn't watch it, but if you're gonna watch it, then have fun.
But you should buy it.
Yeah.
Or watch it in some.
Yeah, I was really lucky that I found the Ghost in the Shell 1 and 2. It was like a bundle, the Blu-ray box that has the first and the second movie, and the like.
I mean, it might even be in the Netflix. I don't know. I'll check.
Some, at least one of them might be at least in there. Maybe the first one.
Yeah, it's a bit annoying that they sort of rotate their movie selection, sort of that.
Yeah, not to mention the different movies in different areas or countries.
Yeah.
I mean, we have like 1/3 of the movies that America has.
Yeah, well, that's probably not the Netflix. Netflix probably would like it differently, but
yeah, sure. Because I mean, Netflix made like a ton of money in the early years when like people from Australia and China
sort of,
and so forth.
But they really want to protect their copyrights, just like in, let's say, Blu-ray players might have some issues playing Blu-rays from computer in this imaginary case.
Yeah.
Let's not mention any names, but someone that I
yeah.
know
I mean, for fuck's sake, how do you do in the year? I don't want to use this like expression, but it's the current year. It's 2016, and I buy a Blu-ray player for my computer, and then I put a Blu-ray movie in there to watch it, and then it says that I can't watch it. Like, what the fuck? This is like a fucking ludicrous thing. Complete fucking bullshit. I could rant about this like 2 hours, but I'm not gonna go there now. But I mean, Jesus Christ.
Next video will be.
Next video will be just me untethered rage.
And I will be going,
Yeah, it's gonna be like some sort of like automatic response unit that's just answering every 5 seconds.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
The
same thing that Arnold had in Last Action Hero when his fake wife called him
I can't remember. Did he have it?
Yeah. There's like a scene where someone calls at his desk, and it's like, "It's your wife," and he's like, "Yeah, it's my wife. She always calls." And then he takes like a recorder and puts it on the phone, which is like, yeah, okay, honey, that's good. But then then it's like revealed that it's like a double bluff. Arnold has, or John Kimball or whatever his name is, I don't even remember his name. Anyway, he has hired some teleoperator woman to call his work, pretending to be his wife, which he then proceeds to neglect by placing the recorder. What? Because he doesn't want his co-workers to know that he's actually divorced. So he has the opportunity to play like,
That's a logical step.
Yeah. It's so weird, but he says it like there, that when he's like, my life is in ruins. I have some woman call my work to pretend to be my wife, so that blah blah blah. It's so funny and a weird scenario.
Well, that's Arnie.
Yeah, that's
probably first Arnie movie that I actually seen in theaters, I think.
Last Action Hero.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think so. Because he had a long break between the movies, and then he did some, and then he became the Governator, and had a bit of a break, and then he did more movies that were not so great, but
that's true.
But okay, well, there's still some okay movies these days. Still,
I think my first Arnold Schwarzenegger movie was End of Days. No, Junior. Junior was my first Arnold Schwarzenegger movie in theaters.
And that made you a fan.
Yeah, of course I had seen like a ton of Arnold Schwarzenegger movies before, but I was so young that No, True Lies. That was my first theater experience, actually.
Oh
yeah, True Lies.
I wonder what my...
It's like my movie theater like life began with an Arnold Schwarzenegger action comedy. Think about that.
I don't remember what is my first movie. I remember as a very small child that I saw some Disney stuff in a theater, or something like Robin Hood and even Dumbo in some release form. I'm not that old.
So True Lies was released 1994, so I was like 10 years old or something like that. It was a great movie, and I was like super excited to go to movies, and not only that, but to see an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
I remember few movies that I was very excited to see as a child. Jurassic Park was one in the theaters. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Because I was too young for the other Indiana Jones, but the Last Crusade I saw with my father. And
I never saw Jurassic
Park. And Ghostbusters, second Ghostbusters was exciting to see as well, even if it wasn't that good a film, especially.
I never saw like Jurassic Park in movies. I think I saw the second one I saw in the movies, The Lost World, but the first one I didn't see, but I saw, then I loaned the cassette from the VHS from a friend, and I only had time to watch it like halfway. And I had to return.
It's just like you should see the Jurassic Park for the first time.
VHS
really,
and then
really,
VHS, and then I only saw half of it. Then because I had to return the cassette for some stupid reason, and then it was like, I think it was like either weeks or months before I got my own VHS version. Of course, even then it was an awesome movie to see, because it was like, what the hell is...
There was something about the old VHS thing that made movies feel sort of more real, because they were sort of gritty and you couldn't always make out everything. And
yeah, but the actual like movies that you bought from the store, they had pretty good quality, but you...
and you didn't not
see
in today's standard, but...
Well, yeah, but I mean, to me they felt like with the old TV, the big TVs.
Yeah.
Those TVs had sort of like better quality with the VHS than when you first saw some of the TV shows with flat screen TVs because they were shitty quality. Like when they started showing like when flat screen TVs with higher resolution came to the market, and then you still saw like an SD quality TV shows on TV, and it was like super blurry and stuff like that before they started to make more HD material for TVs, like in the early 2000s. It was like sometimes horrible because the TV was more sharp than the actual fucking image.
I don't remember which. I think I got my flat screen a bit later in the game, so it wasn't issue.
I think for me it was like 2005, and then I had like the sort of like SD quality.
I got it with the Blu-ray player. I can't remember when it was.
Like the digital recorder for TV, and it wasn't like HD recorder, so the quality was like not the best back then.
Anyway. Yeah.
But yeah.
But if you're mad about Ghost in the Cell, you don't know how the movie industry works, says the YouTube video on the recommended list.
Well, I know how it works. It works because they had to have like Scarlett Johansson.
It's by up to my knees. Okay.
Yeah, I mean they had to have like Scarlett Johansson to get the budget for the movie.
Yeah.
The first thing, and probably that dude has like some super good insight into the industry that no one else has.
And what other?
The problem is not that
upcoming Ghost in the Cell live action movie already sucks.
But it's like I don't know if the movie sucks, and it doesn't. I mean, I'm
reading just the titles.
Yeah, but I mean, I personally don't care. It might be a good movie, but I still hate the choice for the casting.
Yeah.
And I understand the reasons why they cast her. I understand it perfectly, and I'm not complaining about that. I just don't like the casting.
Yeah, you're not complaining about that, but you're complaining about.
I understand the realities of the movie making.
Yeah. I get what you're saying, but I'm just
Yeah. You want to be a pain in the ass, just for fun.
No.
Yeah.
I'm being the fun guy who's making the sarcastic comments to make this podcast entertaining.
Oh well, let's see when we get to some subject matter that we are completely in disagreement with each other, and it's going to be like an hour and a half. Like, well, I mean, Infinity Gauntlet.
And now we're in 2 hours with this shit.
Yeah. But we had like multiple different things to cover, so.
Yeah. You can make this two-parter too if you want to, but because there's clear cuts, but
nah, it's gonna be one long. I'm not gonna. cut it.
Yeah. It's too much trouble to you actually listen to this again.
But yeah, anyway, Ghost in the Shell. Hopefully, it will be good, and hopefully it will. I don't even know.
What does IMDb say?
I think
probably
it's 2017. 2017.
Gosh.
January. The dump month.
I don't. February.
2017.
No. Wait, that's the status update. April 2017.
April, so it's like almost 2 years, like 1.5 years. Huh.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay. You have any closing thoughts about the movies we've seen, or the trailers now?
Yeah, I haven't seen any movies yet. It's just looking at trailers.
Oh shit! I did see. I forced myself to watch the sequel to Ghost Rider. The Spirit of Vengeance.
It's on my to-do list. Should I watch it and should we have a podcast about that?
I mean, I had the brilliant idea at 2 o'clock in Friday evening or night at 2 o'clock. Wait, now is the best time to start watching a Nicolas Cage movie, Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance.
And you don't even have a defense that you were drunk or anything, so...
Yes, I was completely sober, and I just had the thought that now is the best time to start watching it.
And was it?
Well, let's just say I won't get those 1.5 hours back. It starts horribly, it goes on horrible, and it ends horribly. There's nothing redeeming about that. Even Nicolas Cage is not like too good in that movie, because his craziness feels like forced. It's not the Cage rage that you can see in the first movie or in other movies. It's like much more, I don't know. Nothing felt right in that movie.
Nothing felt right. So you're saying I shouldn't watch it then?
Well, maybe you should, to share the pain.
And then we share the pain in form of podcasts.
Yes. But,
well, maybe when the weekend comes, I don't know. We'll see.
But it did have like a couple of like relatively big name actors alongside Nicolas Cage. It had like the dude who plays the Heimdall in the Thor movies, the black guy what's his name?
Is that a big name?
Well, I think he's gaining more like...
See in some other movies because his role as Heimdall is...
Yeah, he's the captain in Prometheus.
Oh, was it? I didn't remember.
What was his name?
But there was a side role still as well.
Well, yeah, but he's been in more movies now, I think. I think he's like gaining traction.
I have no idea what his name is.
And then the other guy was the dude who played Caesar in the Rome TV series. What was it? Ciaran Hinds or something like that was his name.
I have no idea what that guy has. I don't remember him from anything else.
He was also like the bad guy in Tomb Raider, the second Tomb Raider movie.
What?
Yeah.
The second Tomb Raider movie, the Roman Emperor.
Yeah, he was their bad guy also in that movie.
He must have been really young because he wasn't that old in...
He was old in the Rome TV series, the HBO series. Yeah, he was old.
Oh, Rome! I was thinking the Gladiator thing.
No,
okay.
No, Rome, the TV series, the HBO.
Oh, yeah. No, okay, I was confusing things. Okay, yeah, right.
But, yeah, so those guys were there. But it didn't make it any better. It was horrible. Shitty camera work, shitty effects, shitty
so was
story.
it fun bad?
No, it wasn't. It was just bad. Oh, and Christopher Lambert was also there, Highlander, and who played Ray.
Oh, he's a great...
Yeah, he was in a small role, a relatively small role in the movie, but it was like, wait a second, that dude looks like super familiar, but he doesn't have hair. Wait a second, that's Raiden. Highlander, there can only be one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was...
I wonder how many times he had to say that line.
But yeah, that was like a... If I had to give like a grade, I would grade it like an F movie. Because it's like fuck you movie.
F for fuck you.
It has the...
Is that the lowest grade? How does it go in American?
I think it's...
A, B, C, D, E, F.
I think F is the lowest, and it's like...
F is fail.
Yeah, it's a failure. It's a failure.
That's pretty low.
And it's...
But use some European way to measure this. We're not Americans. We just speak English to...
Because...
English
to try to get...
have a wider audience of 3 people.
Yes. But yeah, anyway. So it's like a 0 out of 10. Let's say like that.
So
it wasn't even a good effort. Because I mean, wow.
Well, these are pretty heavy recommendations here.
No, it's not like a funny bad movie. I didn't...
There's even...
I didn't find like anything, like, it wasn't like, oh shit, that's so bad and it's funny.
You should watch the first Batman movie. I actually watched it last week.
I hate the Tim Burton movies so much.
You hate it?
Yeah, I don't like those movies. It's just like not.
It's sort of funny.
Well, it's
bad, good. It has some good visuals and stuff like that, but it's strange too.
Well,
I mean, Batman murders in that one as well.
Yeah, but that movie, even if it's like a bad movie and like so weird movie, it is.
And Jack Nicholson is fun in it.
But it's really important movie considering like superhero movies. Because if that movie wasn't made, I don't think we would have like Spider-Man or X-Men movies.
That's true. And Jack Nicholson was fun in it, and I was surprised. I didn't remember that Lando had a so big role in.
Was he the Two-Face?
Harvey Dent, but he never get to play the Two-Face part. He just played Harvey Dent in the first.
I wonder if he was in the second movie also. Probably not. But the Commissioner Gordon was in there, and I think the dude who played Commissioner Gordon was also in the Schumacher movies.
I can't remember.
As well as
something
Alfred.
changed in some point, but
Alfred
he was a pretty big role in the first Batman movie. I just remember that he was in one scene, but he was in plenty of scenes. As Harvey Dent. So that was interesting. I had completely forgotten that.
Of course, you're gonna watch the second movie, The Batman Returns.
I guess I should try to watch it at some point as well.
Yeah, I mean, if not for anything else, then there's at least Michelle Pfeiffer is Catwoman. I mean, come on.
Yes.
And we know that you're a fan of Catwoman.
We do.
And now everyone else knows. All of our 0 people who watches.
Anyway.
So.
Anyway, one other thing about the first Batman movie was that I had really forgotten how bad some of the actor performances was in that one as well. Well, especially I'm talking about side actors. I mean the reporter guy, who whatever his name was really
Vicky Vale's partner.
Yeah, he was really hammy. He was really playing it. I don't know. And Vicky Vale wasn't the best maybe performance either.
Yeah.
And the Batman was really. I guess he played a psychopath pretty well, but I don't know. There's good in that movie too. There's weird undertone and the Batman in that first one especially was pretty damaged person as well.
Yeah.
A bit of a lunatic as well. It's sort of interesting take still, but
yeah, it's a very Tim Burton-y Batman. It has the very Tim Burton-like characteristics in every like actor or like every character has that Tim Burton feel to it. Like everyone is a bit off, you know. In most of his movies, every character is like a bit quirky or crazy or.
That's true. And one thing that I really paid attention to, and that is because of the internet.
Yeah.
Is that I knew that he couldn't turn his head in the batsuit.
Ah, yes.
And I was really looking how clumsy he was in that batsuit. He has to turn his whole body to see sights, and sometimes it's just shown that he's looking just shown eye movement instead of head movement. So yeah, that's interesting, and it definitely wasn't very and it was still early days in a way that he was a bit goofy when walking to places and stuff like that. So
yeah, that rubber suit does that.
Yeah. It's a bit too heavy. But yeah, it's interesting. I would recommend seeing it in today's light.
I think
It was entertaining movie to watch still.
It's been a few years since I saw it last. I think I might have actually watched it when it was on TV like some years ago or something like that.
Okay, the really long time when I've seen some cut pieces in YouTube or something like that. But
yeah. But it's so weird that the YouTube clips and Batman movies. I mean, I've seen The Dark Knight only once.
Right.
But I've seen it like many times because there were so many memes and like videos about the thing back in the day when it came first. So it felt like I've seen it like once every week.
Right. But we're jumping subjects. Maybe we just try to keep the podcast in some sort of.
Yeah, I think this would be like a good point to end this podcast.
Yeah, we can always start a new one and do a special subject on another one, but there's no natural end to our discussion.
Yeah, we're gonna go on and on and on.
We could go from next Batman, and maybe we need a Batman podcast or episode or something.
Yeah, but
yeah, we could discuss all the Batman movies in one take, because we've both seen all of them, haven't we?
Yeah, that's just that I haven't seen some of them like in few years, so.
Yeah, that's true. For me too. Oh well.
It actually might be that I've seen Batman Returns as the latest Batman movie.
Yeah, maybe we have to do a Batman marathon.
Oh my god.
What's the whole thing?
That sounds like horrible, but okay.
Including Catwoman.
Ah, god damn it. Oh, that movie exists.
Or maybe just watch the Catwoman.
But should we like watch the movie only after we've seen the Batman vs Superman movie? Because that's also a Batman movie.
I don't know. Maybe we have to. If you buy the Blu-ray for Batman vs Superman, maybe we should watch it together or something. I don't know.
I'm not sure if I want to support their like movies because they suck.
Yeah.
But I'm probably gonna buy it when it comes anyway, because I wanna keep my superhero collection.
But your collection is more of a Marvel collection, or is it all the superheroes?
Well, I have the Batman movies, I have Green Lantern, I have Man of Steel. I don't have the old Christopher Reeve movies or the Superman Returns movie.
Or old Batman movies.
Or the old Batman movies. Wait a second. No, I don't have them. Yeah.
And probably not 1966 Batman movie either.
That movie is something I will never buy.
You will see the light one day.
It's horrible. I didn't even understand the goddamn TV show as a kid when I watched it in the 1990s.
Maybe you weren't too bright kid when you were.
Fuck that shit. That was fucking awful. Campy ass bullshit.
No.
The only good thing that came from those were the porn versions of the movies. That's the only good thing about them.
So that was good porn then?
Well, it was like something good came out of those horrible train wrecks.
That's not true. That's they pay for many things. And they're really funny too. I mean,
But I don't want to watch a funny Batman movie. I mean, it's horrible. Everything is so. I mean, Jesus Christ! Like, what was it like? This man, his name is P.N. Quinn. Who might he be? I have an idea. Penguin. Jesus Christ! God damn it!
Holy cow, Batman! Could it be the fizzy underlord of Gotham City? Indeed, Robin.
Oh God!
It could be.
Oh
but
my God!
We must not make hasty decisions.
In the next episode on the same Bat channel at the same Bat time. awesome.
I think that would have been a brilliant way to end this episode.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we're done about here, and we're going to be back in the next episode of our awesome podcast.
At the same bad time, at the same bad channel.
Well, that's there are two things that it doesn't.
At the same channel.
Same bad channel. That would make sense, but the bad time is like completely ridiculous. Unless we start to make this like
dear listener, you could do it at the same time.
Maybe we're gonna start making this as a live podcast. Then that would make like more sense.
It would make no sense at all.
Because then it would be like same bad time also if the podcast would start at the same time every time.
Oh.
Yes, but we would have to like
stream it onto Twitch or no, it's wrong subject
YouTube.
YouTube stream.
Yeah. Anyway, I think our podcast is now in its very end. So
yes, it is likely that this does not continue with any artificial subject matter.
So see you guys next time.